Okay, here we have the Sony Z7U. Couple things included in this package are not only the camera, but also four, one battery is currently in the camera, because I'm going to demo it for you real quick. But four batteries, two chargers, one AC adapter, and four of these CF cards, and also a camera light, and then also a adapter for the digital recorder, which is on the back of the camera, which is right here. This is an adapter thing. I'll show you how that works in a minute. Ships in the original box. Also a shotgun microphone as well. Camera's in really good shape. We'll start there. Camera's in great shape. Couple caveats and a couple things to note, because I do like to be honest in my postings. Because I wouldn't want someone sending me something and then finding out something a little later. First of all, it works. See, look, camera light. Hey, look at that. Things about the camera. Here is the housing unit. Now, the thing about the Z7U, if you're not familiar, is that it simultaneously records to CF card and also to tape. Everything's in really good shape. The only two things about it that you may want to consider when you're purchasing is that it's missing the pin, which goes right here. There's like a little pin which goes in there, which keeps this housing unit together. Now, right now it's clasped on by this, but as you can see, this piece does come off. But it will stay. Like if you were to put a microphone in it, like this. I'll show you. If I can do this while holding this camera. Oops. If we were to put a shotgun microphone in there like that, I'm attempting to do this one-handed, so we'll see how it goes. And you collapse it down, and then pull this over like so. It does stay. It does stay in there. It just would help if you had the pin. Never actually had it pop out, but nevertheless, the pin obviously would make it more complete. So if you could track down a pin, or if you're somebody who likes to fix up cameras a little bit, that would be something you'd want to have fixed. I'm not exactly sure how the pin came out. Another thing to consider is that the headphone jack on this is in pretty good shape, but just actually down here. But the wiring on the inside, for some reason, I think it might be a little loose. What happens is that it'll like go between channel 1 and channel 2. There are two mics, two XLR inputs there, but it'll go between channel 1 and channel 2. So, you're going to hear one channel, then you'll hear the other channel, or you might just hear one channel. So I think it's gotten a little loose over time. I have absolutely no idea how that has happened. This camera has never been dropped or anything like that, so I don't know, why that occurred, but nevertheless it did. Again, if you could take it to a little repair shop, you want to get that fixed, that's fine. It's actually very usable with it, but other than that, it's good to go. Let's see, what else should you know about the camera? The lens is in great shape, if you can see it, but there's not much going on there in the lens. It's in really good shape, and everything else in the camera works really well. One thing to note about these little card readers, which is right here, so the card reader, it's good to make sure these are clean, these connectors. Maybe blow on it, dust it off, or something like that. If they get dirty, they actually don't, it won't connect, and then it'll actually shut the whole camera down. So you want to make sure those are clean and not dusty. But other than that, the camera's in great shape. Everything works really well. Let's see, time on the camera. Let's see here. Fire this up. Scroll down a bit. You can see that. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. So these are your operating hours right now. I don't intend to, to send this out anytime. I don't intend to use this anytime soon. So it should be exactly the same as it is right there when you receive it. But yeah, everything works. Everything works really well on it, and it's definitely in operating condition and very usable. And it's actually a great camera. We like it a lot. We just have moved on to other formats. So anyway, we thought we'd just sell it off to someone who could use it before these get too outdated. The camera light is also in really good shape too. It actually runs on one of these. So all you gotta do, and again I'm trying to do all this one-handed, so I apologize if it's not. Just gotta do that, and then you got these couple of beams there. Like there's one beam, and you got two beams, and it's lovely. And it just clips on at the top. Let's see, what else do you need to know? Oh, the CF cards. So the CF cards are good. I'm just kind of tossing these in. The thing about the CF cards, oh, look, my nails, is that the thing about the CF cards is that you need to find a way to format them so that way they actually work inside the camera. Like, for example, they don't format in the camera themselves. Now, you can reformat the card entirely, but you can't, you need to do a format someplace else in order to get it to start reading properly. So, for example, like we have a Canon 7D. I popped it in there, formatted it in there, and it worked in the Z7U. If you got another workaround, go right ahead. I mean, there's a Kingston 133s. It's actually worked great for us. See, actually, the only one that I've ever had an issue with is this one right here, which is actually the 420, which is really interesting. But the 133s have been great. I don't have problems with those at all. At least not yet. Hopefully you won't either. But again, I would, I'm really just kind of tossing these in. Feel free to get your own cards. And the nice thing about this is that, you're working with HDV, so it's, the 133 speed is more than enough for, for this camera. And really, that is about it. So if you sat through this going on 6-minute video, you've done a good job. I'll probably throw this on maybe a 7-day, maybe a 5-day auction at this point. This is really going to be priced to sell. So anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm always happy to help you out, as always. And that's it. Sony Z7U, camera, bunch of goodies. Don't forget about that little mic jack thing. And other than that, this baby is set to go. Have a great day.